Hey guys, welcome back to another video. 5 things that we learned from Manchester City's 3-1 victory over Leeds United last night in the Premier League. I've just gone live now and I've just seen, as you can see in the chat, that unfortunately the legend that is Pele has passed away, sadly, aged 82. He's been suffering from cancer since September 2021, and I can't begin to put into words how much of a huge hole that's left in the world of football. Pele is an icon that transcends the sport, one of the greatest to ever play the game, if not the greatest to ever play the game. And of course, that leaves a sour note at the top of this video. It really does. I mean, Pele, a genius, a man who inspired a nation, inspired a generation of footballers, who probably still inspires people to this day, has sadly passed away. And a wonderful footballer, a great, an all-time great. Obviously, someone that was before my time, but you can't really talk about football and not talk about Pele. 82 years old. He changed the game, put it that way. Everything that you thought was done, it was already done by Pele. Simple as that. The flicks, the tricks, the own goal, the overhead kicks, the spectacular, it was done by Pele first. And that's pretty much simply how to put it. So rest in peace to not just a legend of the game, a legend of the world, really. You know, an all-time great. So Pele, you know, I'm sure he's teaching people a few tricks up there, you know, wherever he may be right now. An absolute legend, and rest in peace, big man. An absolute superstar and a hero, a God-given talent, a footballer that transcends the sport once again. So, rest in peace, man. Pele and Maradona gone now, you know. Two of the all-time greats. An awful way to start this video, but I had to say a few words for a legend of the game. Of course, football will carry on. I'm sure Pele would want that too. And of course, I am going to talk about Manchester City last night against Leeds. There's loads of things to talk about. I am trying the 5 things learned live this time. It's not something I've done before, but I'll give it a go. I've got some ideas in place. Hopefully you enjoy this format. Before I get into this video, I do want to talk about the latest episode of the playlist over on 888 Sport, where they're talking about who needs to sign players in the January transfer window to consolidate where they are currently. So let's see what they say. Let's see what they reckon.
The reason I've gone Arsenal top of this list is because I honestly think that if they spend well, they could win the Premier League.
Yeah,
and therefore they have to be top of this because of what's at stake.
You know what the problem with Arsenal is?
See the argument?
Look, Jesus is their main man, right? He's their number 9 through the middle, and I guess he's their next guy for the next 4 or 5 years. They need to replace him, so they need to go big. When Jesus gets fit again in February, do they have a problem?
No,
a bit
but
like the Harry Kane situation, where it's like you're only there when Harry Kane's
I don't think you need to sign like that. What you're suggesting is they need to go and sign another marquee player who demands to start.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they need to do that.
No,
they need to be a bit cleverer than that. You know, when teams win the league, they win the league because of their main centre forward. Yeah. But then there'll always be the other players. So, for example, you know when Chelsea won the league because of Diego Costa's goals?
We did it without centre forward. Just putting it out there.
Part of the reason that we won the league was also because of Loic Remy's goals.
Like someone that's a slight level below that player.
You know what it is,
to fill in that
when
void.
I don't know if that's a statement that needs to be made to win the league. When Jesus came in from City, it gave everyone that extra lift. Like, we bought a big player, we're going for it.
Undeniably.
What they need to do is just sign somebody who can lead the line, press in the way that Arteta likes to press, keep the shape, score a few goals, and basically just keep the seat warm for Gabriel Jesus. Is Origi a potential answer to this problem?
Origi. Mate, Origi, really? They've got Nketiah. Nketiah is the person that they've been describing there, a guy who scores goals off the bench massively. I don't think it's actually Arsenal, by the way. It needs to probably sign someone. I wouldn't be surprised I wouldn't be surprised if they need to sign, if it's Newcastle. Like, Newcastle, for me, are the team that are so close to breaking that top 4 hegemony that I think they would be stupid not to try and capitalise personally. For me, it's Arsenal. Let us know in the comments who you think the team is that needs to sign some players to sort out their campaign. And by the way, you don't need to. A striker doesn't always win in the league. Ask Man City about that, Rory. We should know a thing or two about that. But I think it is actually not Arsenal. I think it's more of a Newcastle kind of thing. I see the Arsenal arguments, but I do think Newcastle would benefit the most there. Let them know, of course, over on the full video over on 888 Sport on the playlist. Let them know, click link in description, let them know who you think needs to sign a player. So let's get into 5 things that we learned from this from last night's game. I'm trying a new thing here. I'm going to try and do it live. I've done it this way. I've got some images here, and I'm going to talk about the certain plays that I think we're talking about and the 5 things that we talked about. 1, inverted Rico is the one. He's the number 1. He is the one. Inverted Rico Lewis last night was absolutely mesmeric. He was fantastic. Such a wonderful full Premier League debut for an 18-year-old footballer. People are going to be talking about his age for an awful long time, simply because it's the right thing to do. When you are that young, you have no right to be that good playing away from home at Elland Road. Elland Road, a fierce and vociferous crowd there, playing with the Premier League champions, playing in such an incredibly complicated and tactical role, yet mastering it in a way that I've not really seen many people genuinely do. Rico Lewis is genuinely the one. We talked about Cancelo and Walker and the inverted role. Zinchenko's played it, Delpa's played it, but I do actually think the most natural I've seen ever at it so far for Manchester City, that is Rico Lewis. He might not be the finished product. He isn't the finished product, and he will get better in time. But to me, Rico Lewis, he really is the one for the inverted fullback role. He makes that look so simple. He makes it look natural. He genuinely does. I mean, you can tell that he's been playing variations of this role and learning how to do this for an awful long time at Manchester City, because the way he scans the pitch and moves the ball so efficiently, so swiftly, and doesn't waste a pass is remarkable. And even then, when he tries to get forward as a right side attacking fullback, he does it perfectly. He should have had an assist or two last night. He created a couple of very big chances. De Bruyne just wide, Grealish missing a tap in. Rico Lewis was absolutely wonderful. And I do wonder if Guardiola sat there thinking, how do I drop him ahead of the Everton game now? And does he drop him? That is the question. I know Walker and Cancelo are going to come back in at some point, but my God, this kid is not there. He's not there. This isn't charity. He's there because he deserves to be. A remarkably gifted young player and a Manchester City fan as well at the same time. It's hard not to ignore that level of brilliance. Rico, in the comments, if you're live watching now, of course, everyone's still talking about Pele. If you are just joining, by the way, I did talk about him at the start of the video. I would never ignore a great passing like that. But, you know, obviously this video won't go on. Do let me know, of course, in the live chat. Would Rico start at the weekend for you? Is he going to start at the weekend against Everton? Should he start at the weekend against Everton? 2 questions there. Please let me know in the live chat. The second thing that we learned from this game, well, Jack Grealish is still an enigma. The Jack Grealish debate will rage on and on and on until he's left Manchester City, no doubt. It's a weird game, football, isn't it? It's a weird game. At half-time, it looked like he was having the kind of game that might define his Manchester City career, with people very frustrated by him missing some stupidly easy chances. I actually didn't think the cross from Mahrez, when he couldn't quite reach it, was that bad. That sort of, though, was enough, obviously, to really frustrate. He couldn't really reach that. I don't really blame him. But the one for me was, of course, the one from Rico Lewis that we just talked about. That should have been finished. And there was a couple of chances where he just blazed it over from a distance. To me, look, Grealish was weird. But then in the second half, he had that half where he was absolutely excellent. You know, he was excellent and he got a couple of assists. But the problem is, the debate is there. Now, I was chatting about it on Twitter this morning to a few Manchester City fans, and I feel like if Grealish was a £45 million player, no one would be questioning his impact. Everyone would agree that he's been a really good squad player, that he's had the odd good game here and there, the odd great game, but mainly just been pretty good. I rarely think he's been terrible. I don't think he's ever been terrible, really. I don't think Grealish is really capable of a terrible game of football. And I mean that purely practically. I don't think he is. I think he keeps the ball too well to be terrible. He doesn't really cost you that way. But he can sometimes be underwhelming. And the problem is, he's been signed as a £100 million superstar. And I still don't really think he's found his role in the team yet. And what I mean by role is, he obviously has a position. I really mean his strength and what makes him so undroppable as a Manchester City player. And I'm sorry, I don't really think being able to hold the ball really well is enough to warrant that. He does keep the ball well, and he does draw fouls, and he does all that kind of stuff. But is it 100 million? No. Is it his fault that we paid 100 million? No. At the same time, where does it end, this Grealish debate? I mean, I don't really think he's a natural one-on-one winger. He's not a great dribbler, Jack Grealish. He's a great ball carrier. Yes, he can glide past people from deep and run into space really well. But if he's got a defender one-on-one, he's not your Sterling that way or your Leroy Sané. He's not a guy who's going to go past the person from a dead standing position. Just isn't his game. So in that instance, I think City fans are crying out for an old-school winger, your Sané, your Sterling, someone like that. And we're not getting that. And that can be frustrating when you're seeing teams with a low block and so on. And I think Grealish, he's going to struggle when he hasn't got an overlapping fullback as well. I mean, I think Grealish would be much better, by the way, with the space that an overlapping fullback would create for him. I think it's no coincidence, by the way, that he's looked most at home when Sergio Gomez was doing that role. I'm not saying Sergio Gomez should play, but it was just not a coincidence. But it's just difficult. It's difficult to say that he should be playing every single week, and the fact that he's on the bench every now and then, He's got nothing to do with the fee, as Mark's just said. It's unfair to keep dragging it up. But unfortunately, the fee will be something around his neck, and like if you break your club record signing, you do expect the guy to be a game changer. And I guess the issue with the fee, Mark, is that if you spent £100 million on a player, you're not going to drop that player anytime soon. Rightfully so. And you're also probably going to be reluctant to replace that player for a more fitting, suitable person for the role. So I guess because he's £100 million, he's going to stay in the team and he's going to get a long time to prove himself, because that's natural. Where I think some people get frustrated because they probably realised in their eyes already that he isn't quite the one, but we're going to persist with it anyway. Whereas maybe if it was 40 million, 45 million, we probably would have signed someone else as an alternative. I think Grealish has locked that position down because of the price. It isn't his fault, but I guess maybe that's where some of the frustration lies. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it certainly feels that way. Either way, Jack is so talented. He's so talented, and we saw it last night at times. At the same time, he needs to find a way to become a killer. Jackie, if you're somehow watching this, man, just don't care. Don't care about anyone. Be arrogant, be aggressive, and you could do it. The third thing we want to talk about that Erling Haaland isn't normal. We talk about killers, we talk about being aggressive, we talk about not caring, and this man right here is the greatest example of that. He is a monster in front of goal. He really, really is. I would like to quickly say, by the way, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do hit the like button on this video. A quick push for that mid-video. Get the likes up. 21 likes and 134 people watching. It isn't good enough. Be killers. Be clinical, man. Clinical with that like button. And subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But yeah, Erling Haaland, he isn't normal. He is a monster. 20 Premier League goals already. I mean, let me find some Erling Haaland stats to talk about right now. I'll just search Twitter and they'll all come up. But either way, he's only 13 goals off in 23 games remaining to breaking the Premier League goal scoring record. Quite stupid. 14 games and he scored 20 goals. He's already scored more goals than Chelsea Football Club have this season in the Premier League. They've scored 19 and he has scored 20. He scored as many Premier League goals as Derby did in 2007 and 8, but in 24 fewer games. That's crazy. He's only 12 goals away from equaling the 32 goal record. Obviously 13 for breaking it. He's played 14 games. It's quite stupid. He's only 6 goals away from matching Sergio Aguero's Premier League highest total. 6 goals away. And once again, he's got 23 more to play. It's quite remarkable. And the best thing about it is he didn't even play that well last night. Erling Haaland genuinely didn't. As Anthony just said, hit that like button if you love Haaland. Hit it for me, man. But he didn't play that well last night. He really didn't. And he still scored 2 goals. I've still got him to score 40 goals, which would win me an awful lot of money. Fingers crossed that actually does happen. But I do think Haaland, as I said on Twitter a while back in July, he's going to redefine what we think is normal. He's going to smash Premier League records. He's going to smash English records. He's going to score 50 goals or something like that. I know competitions at one point from City. He's that good. And I wouldn't be surprised, as Daniel's just said in the comments, if he scores a hat-trick against Everton. He needs to be better as well. Guardiola talked about that, and he is. I don't think his touch was perfect, though he could have had an assist last night to Gundogan. I don't think his touch is quite good yet. I think he's missed a few chances that he should be taking as well. Nicola just made me jump. Oh my God. Are you all ready for this, by the way? This is absolutely wonderful. I thought you might want to He's wearing, oh my God. Wait, are you all ready for the most adorable thing in the world? I'm going to a slight interlude from this. This is the first time I've ever seen this. You're going to make me cry. Oh, look at this. Ruben fits his first ever City kit. Look at him. Look at him. He's in a full kit. He's a full kit wanker. Where is he? Ruben. Oh, if this doesn't work for like and subscribe. He's got the socks on too. Look. Oh my God. You are so beautiful, little guy. Look at him in his kit. Look at the babies. Look at. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is wonderful. Ruben is absolutely beautiful. He's my little boy, and he's wearing this full-on City kit. Oh my God. I'll do the rest of the video this way. Nicola, see the mouse? Yeah. See what it says to guests? Click that for us, please. To guests. Down. Yeah, that one, yeah. There we go. And scroll down see the right box there? Yeah. Scroll down that, and see the eye on the 3 next to it there. Go across and click that one. There. No. That one, yeah. Oh. Point 4, Ruben's going to take over. Rodri is ridiculous, isn't he, Ruben? Rodri last night was absolutely immense. What do you reckon, Rubes? Yeah, he was very impressed, Ruben, wasn't he? Look at this. Rodri last night gave a captain's performance for Manchester City Football Club. By the way, people in the chat are saying that's so cute. Ariana Fernandez says, say hi to me. I presume you want me to say it, not Ruben. Go on, Rubes. What are you doing, little boy?
Can't say hi yet.
Oh, he can't say hello yet. Look at that, though. He's got Ruben on his shirt. Oh.
I think if you go back a little bit in your chair, you'll be able to, everyone can see the full.
Oh, look at the kit.
Okay.
Look at his little socks. Where is he? Oh, look at the socks. Oh my God, he's beautiful. But Ruben, what do you reckon about Rodri last night? You gonna say hello to the people? You're live on the internet. He's so beautiful. He's so wonderful. Should I turn around to say him?
Yeah.
But Rodri last night I thought was imperious. A captain's performance. Oh, come on, little guy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Come on, little boy. There, sorry, I got him. There we go, my little man. I thought Rodri was immense last night. He drove forward.
Yeah,
go on. Get one. Oh, look at my little boy. Oh my God, I've never. He sat on. He sat on me. He sat down now. Can you move the mic to so he's out of his face a little bit? There you go. I thought Rodri was immense last night. Genuinely brilliant. I mean, to me, I think he should be the captain of Manchester City Football Club now. What do you reckon, Rubes? Oh, look at his little City kit. I think he should be City's captain. I think last night was another aggressive, phenomenally powerful display from a fantastic footballer. I think, honestly, his game seems to be getting better and better. And the power of his game overall at the moment, he just looks like he's coming to his own when a player knows who they are and they know what makes them special and they know how to drive the team forward. And yet again, another very big moment. Don't you agree, Ruben? A big moment, little guy. A big moment for a big man from this little man. You press the 4 one for us down there. The final thing I learned, don't see it, the reveal, the 5, there we go. Final thing I learned is that KDB is in top form. Yeah, Ruben agrees. Do you agree, little guy? What do you think about KDB?
His little foot.
Oh, his little foot's there. Look at his little kit, by the way. Grab the pillow. Look at his little kit. Look at this. Look at that. He's a full kit wanker. My little boy. Oh, Ruben McInerney. He is the fucking man. He comes from Ramsbottom. And he's harder than your nan. He plays in blue and white for Guardiola's man. And when we win the league, we'll sing this song again. Ruben McInerney, he is the fucking man.
About Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne last night. What? Obviously, the worry over Kevin De Bruyne. Do you agree, Rubes? He's talking. The worry over Kevin De Bruyne. Over KDB was that his form for Belgium was terrible, but he's come back against Liverpool and he's come back against Leeds today absolutely on top of the world. He's been so aggressive. It's almost like he had something to prove. Like, honestly, last night he played he played wonderful. Some of the passes that he made, some of the quality behind them, it was like a compilation reel from just one player. Do you agree? And this is the most vocal he's ever been about football. It's all about KDB, isn't it, Rubes? Yeah. Yeah, is it about KDB? Look at his little shirt. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's got a pet hairdo. He has. Oh, look at him. He's comfortable there. Yeah. Do you like it? Oh, yeah. But yeah, KDB was wonderful. Genuinely, like, I feel like he's really gonna try and drive Man City home to the title. Last night, he was basically a captain's performance from him. He's smiling, little guy. He's holding my hand. And he's tired as well. But KDB has got that look in his eyes at the moment. The amount of times he drove forward and he was physical and he was powerful. And he made things happen. He should have had a few assists as well. He didn't quite get it. Rubes is not happy about that at all. Bring that mic a little bit closer to me. But still, I was so impressed with the quality of his performance. Like, he obviously is the best midfielder in the league, best midfielder in the world, in my personal opinion. But are you getting upset? You're getting upset. Sorry, little guy. Pull the mic away from me a little bit. There we go. Come on, Bubs. There we go. Get on my shoulder a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you want to play with the mic? But KDB, he's got that look in his eyes again. We see it every time around January, February onwards, where he's absolutely full-on aggressively drives City forward. All right. Anyway, baby is going to bow out of this video. Look at his City kit, man. I need to get photos for social in a bit. Jesus, he's a full kit wanker. I love it. Oh, but beautiful boy. Beautiful baby boy.
Hi, darling.
Oh, look at him in a City kit. Anyway, look at that little kit. Wonderful stuff. KDB phenomenal last night. I'm sorry about the distraction there. This is the most cutest distraction ever possible. What I was just saying, just to basically qualify, KDB's come back in his best form, and it's very nerve-wracking for the rest of the Premier League, in my personal opinion. And of course, as well, Rodri's ridiculous. Erling Haaland isn't normal. The Grealish debate will rage on and on and on. And inverted Rico is the one. Guys, please do let me know, of course, what you think about these points that I've made. Of course, once again, I do what I say, rest in peace to the legend, the king of football, Pele, the standard bearer for what we all thought was possible in football. Genuinely a phenomenon. 82 years old, rest in peace, big man, a legend of the game. Of course, an absolute awful loss to the sport. He transcends the sport. He's one of the most famous people to ever grace this planet Earth, and a wonderful man and a great footballer. Rest in peace to him and his family. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Please do hit the like button if you like this kind of content. Of course, please check out the full video from 888 Sport episode of the playlist in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. You're all absolutely beautiful. Football's beautiful too. I'm sure Pele would agree with that one. Guys, catch you all in a bit. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.